On today's episode of why health is so much simpler than we make it. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm a functional health practitioner who used to have several chronic illnesses and PTSD, but I am autoimmune free now and my nervous system is regulated. Recently, a ton of my friends have either been diagnosed with some kind of chronic illness or found out they had some weird genetic thing going on, or they got put on a prescription they were told they were going to have to be on for the rest of their lives. And one might even have an organ removed. Now, the interesting thing is when I asked them why they didn't ask me for help, I got some really good feedback. One said that I tend to overgeneralize, and this is actually what I want to talk about today. What I felt like chronic illness and trauma rubbed me of was hope. I constantly had doctors wanting to label me with X, Y, and Z. And funny enough, every single diagnosis actually did not give me any peace, it did not give me any healing, and it didn't give me any solutions. So over the past 15 years, I've actually deduced a systematic approach to what I've learned in that time period that really helped me go from being chronically ill, struggling with autoimmunity and a dysregulated nervous system because of PTSD, and I put it into a 4-phase system that I call the HOPE protocol. I never intended that by simplifying things that I would be overgeneralizing or invalidating someone's feelings. So what I want you to hear is that I do understand. I understand and I empathize with the frustration. I empathize with providers not communicating, with going through tests and not feeling better and not getting solutions. My goal is to stop that. The problem is we have a healthcare system and a mental health system that responds to crisis, but they don't have the capacity to actually teach people how to live well. Now, the hope that I found is that after I broke free from chronic illness and PTSD, I actually could dream again, and I remembered my dreams again. I remembered that my dream is to be a National Geographic photographer who travels around with her dog in a converted van. I am living that dream now thanks to hope. So I do not want to overgeneralize and I do not want to invalidate your experience, but what I do want to do is say there are a lot of similarities in chronic illness and nervous system dysregulation, and there are a lot of health pillars that would benefit anybody. Those pillars of health are not taught to the general public. So unless you stumble into the wellness community, you are not going to be taught it. If you are someone who is struggling with chronic illness or PTSD, has a friend or family member with undiagnosed symptoms, or is going to their doctor, got their labs done, they're in normal ranges, but they still don't feel well, please comment the word HOPE or click the link in my bio and schedule a consultation. Again, my system is very simple and it is not to overgeneralize. It's just that when you are in a survival response, I find that keeping things simple is the best approach to see incremental healing and results. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with diagnostics. If you already have labs, then we will use those labs and we will review them. If you don't have labs, then we can order them along with, depending on the situation and symptoms experienced, I recommend Dutch testing, which is active hormone level testing, GI mapping, which can look at bacteria, parasites, leaky gut, those kinds of things. Or for my biohackers out there who want health optimization, I love doing genomic testing where we can get really specific with the best health strategies for your genetics. Something that I don't talk a lot about, but I'm going to plug in here is my qualifications. My background, my major was integrative health and medical anthropology. I have a health coaching certification, DNA-based coaching. I have a functional health practitioner certification. I have 2 certified personal trainer certifications. I have apprenticed under master herbalists. I have apprenticed under naturopaths. I have apprenticed under functional doctors. I have apprenticed under integrative medicine doctors. I've apprenticed under energy healers. I used to have celiac, now I eat bread. I used to have Hashimoto's, now I have a healthy thyroid. I used to have PCOS, now I have healthy hormones. I used to have IBS and IBD, now I have healthy digestion. So I am confident with this system we can find some healing solutions for you. Again, that outline is step 1, diagnostics. You're going to fill out an intake assessment. It takes around 40 to 60 minutes. From there, we're going to schedule a 30-minute consultation to review, to dive into your results, and then I will make a health strategy for you. After I make that health strategy, we will jump on another 30-minute call to review and do one of two things. Either you take the roadmap and you run with it and you apply it to your life, or option two, if there's underlying health issues that would benefit from an accountability program or the entire Hope Academy, which is a 12-month learning system with week-by-week curriculum and success check-ins and all of the culmination of things that I learned to help my body heal. At that point, we will kind of talk about next steps in your journey and what is going to most benefit you. The biggest thing is that you are in the driver's seat. I am here to help and utilize my experience and education to help you learn about your body and what is going to facilitate the best healing response. If you're someone who thinks health is hard, I just want to give you hope. It does not have to be. Health is simple. It should be simple. And if you apply these simple steps in 6 months, you'll be unrecognizable.